Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to start a new format. Even though I know it's Mercury retrograde, but I'm called to do it. So I would like to do a one card read for all of us, regardless of where you are, who you are, where you're located. As far as the date is the right date when you look at this video, then hopefully every one of us can be benefit from the message from the universe. For today, April 15, 2024, I draw the card the moon. When the moon appears, it is a calling and a reminder for us to tune into our subconscious and our emotions. The moon card, it is ruled by the sign Cancer, which rules the fourth house. Fourth house is about stability, family life. It is about our sense of security, where it comes from. When this card appears, the questions we can ask ourselves including, are we feel secured? Are we safe? Are we safe in our environment? Are we following our intuition, our internal guide to make decisions? Or are we just totally being forced by the circumstances to make our choices? Regardless of our situations in life, today is a day where we can try to tap into our subconscious, our intuition. Maybe it's difficult to tap into subconscious because not everybody is tuned in with their subconscious, but our intuition and our emotions, I believe that most of us can be aligned with that. How do you feel today? When the moon card appears, it is also a time that we can think back in those days, in those years, how our emotions drove us to success or having lessons. I don't want to say failures because as far as we are optimistic about life and we never give up, every failures can be part of our success. So what kind of emotions that drove you into your success and happiness in your life, and what didn't? What emotions did not serve you the best, but you allowed them to overwhelm you? So today is a day that it is important to acknowledge your true feelings about the people in your life, about the circumstances you are in. And when you are in touch with your intuition, that's when you can make changes. Even though the changes might not be immediate, but at least today is a day that you can tune into your true desires about situations in your lives. Maybe you only need one moment. You don't need an entire day to contemplate. If you want to, you can, but if you don't have the time, you can just pick a moment to think about whether you're feeling alright or you're not feeling alright. What will make you feel alright? And from that point onwards, it will create a trend for you to make choices that are more aligned with your true callings and more aligned with your own sense of security in the coming future. When the moon card appears, it also reminds us about the moon phases. You know, we have eclipses, we have new moon, full moon, all kinds of moon phases. So if you're feeling like things are not working in your favor and you feel depressed about it, knowing that the moon card is telling you things are not constant, they will change. When the timing is right, it will change. It's not going to be permanent, the current situation. On the other hand, if you're feeling very good about the current situation, it is also important to know that things can change. So, because when a moon card appears, things are not always necessarily stable. And there are emotions involved, which is normal. Emotional energies can be strong today. People can feel more emotional driven than usual. So it is important for us to acknowledge this and to be compassionate towards each other, because people would be wearing their emotions on their sleeves. I think that's the way to say it. But today is also possible for us to understand more about the emotional nature of people. Not only emotional nature, but what they truly feel. Because usually, many of us would put a facade or maybe a mask to present ourselves without letting the others know about our emotions. Not everybody's gonna do it, but many of us would do it because it makes us feel secured. But at the same time, it blocks the true connection on an emotional level with the others. So today, it is a day that emotional vulnerability is possible for many people. Um, when emotions are vulnerable, things come to surface. It might not be comfortable for us to know, or it might not be comfortable for us to express, but it will actually let some of the people know what are our true feelings um, about the things that are happening, um, about the things that we are dealing with. So today is a day that emotions can be brought to the surface. So it's good that we are prepared for that, knowing that there's always the upside about it. It is to know the truth, the emotional truth, whether it is about yourself or the others. If you're not feeling well about a situation, trust your gut, trust your feelings, and acknowledge that, so that will enable you to make better decisions in the future that will bring you happiness and harmony. If someone is expressing their emotions, it doesn't mean you totally have to accommodate that, but we always have the capacity to embrace what the others need to say about their feelings. knowing that emotional vulnerability, it is actually an honorable thing when it is being done in a non-harmful way. That brings us closer to each other. But of course, we can also choose who we would like to share our emotions with. Not everybody is the right candidate, right? Sometimes even family members might not be the right person to listen to some of the truths. So when the moon card appears, it reminds us to take care of our emotional needs, tend to our emotions, tend to the other's emotions, um, take care of our emotions, and really asking ourselves, how do we feel about our situation? And if we're not feeling all right, how can we improve that? Yes, maybe a final solution is not yet arrived, but at least we can tune into our emotions and get to the bottom of it and prepare for the change that will bring us more happiness in the future. The moon card can also tell us that to try to figure out what our dreams are telling us. If you had dreams this morning or at any point within today, there might be some important message that is coming towards you. So pay attention to that. There will be some important insights that you can gain from in solving your life's problems. The moon card can also signify during the night time today, there might be important progress in our lives. I can't pinpoint what would that be. But the moon is definitely pointing towards the nighttime. Because Mercury is retrograding right now, so I advise all of you to drive safe, especially during the nighttime. Be aware of animals that will suddenly pop up. It depends on where you are located, so just be careful when driving. And it is also possible that we can find out some of the things that are hidden before. But today, there will be clues that we might be able to tap into. And I think these clues will present themselves in an intuitive way. So we will know more about the situation that we actually did not know enough before. So in general, I think today is a good day to contemplate about our emotional needs and also think about what kind of emotions would bring us to happiness, success, and what emotions should be cultivated further what emotions are not helpful for us. So and knowing that things are changing because of the moon phases, we just had an eclipse. So things are still taking time to settle and be patient. If you are in a state of uncertainty, be aware that it will pass. It's just temporary. So I hope you enjoy this message and I hope the message is useful for all of you. Thank you for tuning in, and if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the contents, please consider subscribing. Thank you for your time, and I hope you all the best. See you.